Elements, compounds, molecules. Elements are the, in matter around us, elements are the simplest form of pure substance. Here, what are molecule? Molecule of an element consists of the fixed number of one type of an atom. A molecule is made up of element that is fixed number of one type of atom. A molecule of a compound consists of fixed number of different atoms. So, molecule of an element fixed number of one type of atom. Molecules of a compound consist of fixed number of different type of atoms. The molecules of nitrogen, elemental nitrogen and oxygen makes up, the elements of nitrogen and oxygen makes up 99% of the atmospheric air. What is an atom? Atom is the smallest particle of an element. The particulate of nature consists of solid, liquid, gases. So the mass of the matter remains same during the expansion, only the space occupied by the mass only changes. A molecule, what is molecule? Molecule is two or more atoms chemically combined gives molecule. The nature of the molecule is different from the atoms combined. For example, sodium combines with chlorine to form sodium chloride. The sodium chloride nature is different from sodium and chlorine. We can represent a molecule by using chemical formulas. Which one of the following is example of metal? Iron is the answer. Oxygen is the non-metallic gaseous state. Helium inert gas and water is a molecule, molecule form. So iron is example of metal. Oxygen, hydrogen, sulfur are examples of non-metals. Next one is, which of the following is a short and scientific way of representing one molecule of an element or a compound? Element is represented by chemical symbol. The metal which is liquid at room temperature is mercury. An element which is always lustrous and malleable and ductile in nature is metal. The smallest particle of matter that can exist by itself is called, the smallest particle of matter is atom. A compound containing one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen is carbon dioxide. Graphite is a non-metal which conducts electricity. So the only the non-metals are usually bad conductors of electricity, but graphite is the non-metal, conducts electricity. So elements are made up of same kind of atoms. All elements consist of same kind of atoms. And the symbol of some of the elements are derived from the Latin or Greek names of the element symbol. How many elements so far identified? 118 elements. Elements are the simplest and pure form of pure substance. So under pure substance, elements are the simplest form. The first letter of an element is always written in what letter? Capital letter. Second letter is small letter. A molecule containing more than 3 atoms are called polyatomic. Monatomic, only one atom in a molecule. Diatomic, 2 atoms in a molecule. Triatomic, so 2 or more than 3 atoms are called polyatomic. For example, PO4, phosphate ion, sulfur are example of polyatomic molecule. Nitrogen is the most abundant gas in the atmosphere. The major proportion in atmospheric air is nitrogen. The next one is mercury is the liquid at room temperature. Mercury is the metal present in liquid state, room temperature. Oxygen is the gas at room temperature. Oxygen is the non-metal gas at room temperature. Non-metal conducting electricity is graphite. All metals are good conductor of heat and electricity, and graphite is a non-metal conducting electricity. Metal conducting electricity is copper. All elements combine to form compounds. Thereby compounds can be split up into elements as it is made up of elements. Atoms. Fundamental particle of an element is called atom. So elements are fundamental particles of a compounds. So the reverse one is given. Analogy is given. Next one is true or false. Two different elements may have similar atom. Different elements possess different atoms. So the wrong one. Next one, compounds and elements are pure substance. Yes, compounds and elements are pure substance. Atom cannot exist alone. They can only exist. A group are called molecules. Yes, some of them stable only in the molecular form. Diatomic, monatomic. They are stable in their diatomic state. So called molecules. Sodium chloride represent one molecule of sodium chloride. Yes, true. Argon is a monatomic gas. Yes, monatomic inert gas. AR. Only one atom present in that is argon. Sodium chloride NaCl, potassium hydroxide KOH, carbon dioxide CO2, calcium oxide CaO, sulfur dioxide SO2. And here the formulas O2, CO2, N2, NaCl. And next one is define the following terms with example. Element. So element is the simplest form of matter around us. Consists of similar type of atoms. Compound. A compound is made up of element. Metals. Example copper ion, compound H2O, element O2Na. Non-metal phosphorus, arsenic, silicon. Metalloid arsenic, antimony. Example of metalloid. Metalloid possesses both metallic and non-metallic property. Solid, liquid, gaseous. Aluminium is solid. Carbon. Aluminium is a solid state metal. Carbon, non-metal present in the solid state. Chlorine, non-metal gaseous state. Mercury. Mercury is a liquid metal present in the liquid state. Hydrogen, non-metal present in the gaseous state. Helium is the inert gas. Sodium is the metal. Bismuth is a metal. Silver is a metal. Nitrogen, non-metal. Silicon, metalloid. Carbon, non-metal. Chlorine, non-metal. And iron, metal. Copper is a metal. Compounds form. Water, common salt, sugar, carbon dioxide. Compound form. Iodine elemental state, lithium elemental state. Write the chemical formula for the following elements. Hydrogen H2, nitrogen N2, ozone O3, sulfur S.